Today we are going to talk about how to use knowledge in Java in order to design a car. And this video aims to help you review the basic knowledge in Java including class, object, fields, methods, mutator and accessor, data encapsulation, constructor and static. First of all, let's talk about the difference between type and object. The type is a sum of objects with similar characteristics, and object is a specific item described by type. In Java, a class represents a type of objects. For example, car can be a type, and there are three different objects in the type of car, which are my car, new car, and second-hand car. All these different car objects are described in the type of car, and we will use a class to represent the type of car. In Java, we can just use public class car to start the class with a main method included inside. After that, we are going to talk about declaration and initialization. Declaration is the process to declare something. For example, we declare the object of my car, new car and second-hand car in the way of car my car, car new car and car second-hand car. After declaring these objects of cars, we are going to initialize them, which is the process of initialization. And we are creating these cars object in the class use the keyword of new. For example, we use my car is new car is new car, and second-hand car is new car. Then, an important knowledge is fields and methods. Fields are used to describe the state of the object, and methods are used to describe the behavior of the object. For example, for a car, its fields, or its states can be color, which is a string, number of wheels and number of seats, which are integers. Also, its method, or its actions can be drive, backdrive, increase speed and decrease speed, which are common behaviors of a car. There are two special methods in a class, which are mutator and accessor. Before we talk about this, let's add a new field speed in our class of car. So our mutator has the function of changing the speed of the car, and our accessor is used to help us finding out what the speed is. We will elaborate on this later. Then, we are going to talk about data encapsulation. Data encapsulation refers to the action of hiding some parts of data from users. There are two different access labels in order to achieve data encapsulation, which are public and private. Private refers to the fields or methods that are not accessible outside the class, and public refers to fields or methods that is still accessible outside of the class. Actually, there are access labels, protected and default, but we will not use it right now. Next, we are going to talk about the constructor. A constructor is a statement inside the class to create two objects according to the field we have. For example, we use three fields to describe a car object, which are color, number of wheels and number of seats. So we can write a constructor like this using the keyword of this. The keyword of this is used to differentiate fields and parameter when they have the same name. The name after this keyword are fields and the name with no this represents parameters. At last, let's talk about the keyword static. The keyword static is used to describe the fields and methods that belong to the class, which is the type, instead of a specific object. These fields or methods are usually common characteristics of a type that will not vary among different individual objects. For example, let's assume that all cars can drive, increase speed and decrease speed, but some cars cannot backdrive. As a result, we can put static keyword before methods of drive, increase speed and decrease speed because they are common characteristics of all cars.